Yeah, a number line in social studies would be like a timeline. Have you ever created one? Okay. Identify the location of the point on the number line. So you have to find the location of each of the points on the number line. What is the location of A on my number line? What's that location, Tyler?
0.
A equals 0. What about number 2? Where is B on the number line? Where's it at, Talon?
-4.
What's the location of C? What is the location, Chloe? Chloe says that is number 3. What about the D? D is located where? Ben?
5.5.
Good. What about E? Where do we find E? Jaslyn?
-6.
And finally, F is located where? Kaylin? Or Kaylee?
-1.5.
-1.5. Good job. Locating things on a number line. Is that difficult?
No, you don't have your negative sign on.
You're right, I didn't. Sorry. Thank you. Okay. Did the -1.5 throw you off here between the -1 and the -2? Yeah, I saw it, and I could tell it by the expression on a couple of the faces.
Because I thought an integer had to be a whole number and its opposite, and it couldn't be like a
It's not asking you about integers. It's just saying identify, but you are correct. -1.5 would not be an integer. It technically is what we call a rational number. Ben?
I get it because like the negative, like I was its opposite. So like instead of it being like there's 5.5, it'd be if it would be back. Well, it would be backwards, but like it's basically just like the number line is backwards.
Yeah, it's like the mirror image of the number line, to be honest. It is a mirror image of the number line that you are used to working with. Yes?
It just looks really awkward to me. Like, I wasn't like confused. I was just like, it looks weird because I'm used to like going from left to right, not right to left.
Correct. And so that's why we call it the opposite. If I'm trucking out here going to the left of 0, and I want, well, what's the opposite? I got to turn around and go the other direction, okay? It's the opposite. All right. So that's kind of what we're dealing with. We already talked about, we use the number line in real life. We use it for temperature. We use it for timelines. What were some of the other things you guys gave? Tape measure, which is a form of a number line. The speedometer on a car. Okay, that's not spelled right. I know better than that. I'm saying it in my head and not spelling it. Okay, speedometer. All right, so lots of different ways that we could use it. All right, this should not be difficult for us. We're doing a comparison of two quantities. 1 blank 0. Is it greater than or equal to? Is 1 greater than or equal to 0, Cole? 1 is greater than. Good. What about on number 2? 0 less than or greater than or less than 5? 0. What are we going to get, Josie? Less than. Good. Number 3, is -14 greater than or less than 0? -14. What do you think? Less than. Good job. It is less than. What about -5? Is it greater than or less than +5? -5 compared to 5. Jaslyn? It is less than. Good. What about 2 and -2? 2 and -2. Roper. -2 is less than, so 2 is greater than -2. And -5 compared to 2. -5 compared to 2. What's it going to be, Miss Monique? Is -5 greater than or less than 2? It is less than. Good job. That does not cause any confusion, right? We got that. We get that. We totally understand that. Do it again. It's 1. 2 is greater than will be a 1. If it's less than, it's 2. 1, 2, 3, showdown. Show me. If you think it's greater than, you're giving me the 1. If you think it's less than, you're giving me a 2. Show me. Just up here. That you can do the paper the normal way. But I'm trying, this is the way I can see. All right. Everybody agrees. 2 is greater than negative 6. No surprise there. Can I trip you? Can I trick you up? Negative 5 compares to negative 3. If you believe negative 5 is greater than, you're going to give me a 1. If you believe it's less than, it's a 2. Show me what you think. Showdown. What's it going to be? I didn't trick you? Awesome! Negative 5 is less than negative 3.
It takes less numbers to get to 0 or 1 than it does on the negative 3 than it does on negative 5.
Exactly correct. The farther away from 0 to the left in the negative direction, the smaller the number. It's just the opposite of what we normally think of. Braden, or Tyler.
I was just going to say that the farther away the number is from 0 on the right side is the bigger number, but on the left side is the exact opposite.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. You think this stuff's going to give you any trouble today?
Nope.
I don't either. Copy and complete. Well, you don't have to copy it. I want you guys to do 1, 2, and 3 on your paper. 1, 2, and 3 on your paper. Then I want you to check with your partner or your table. So you go. Good. Table check. Check it all the way down the table.
Yeah.
Check it all the way down the table. Monique, let me see yours. I gotta see your answers, kiddo. Come on, you don't have any answers. Let's go.
Well, I wasn't thinking. I didn't see the comment.
Write it below them if you want to, because the paint. Yeah.
Yes.
Good job. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as I walk around, I see 0 is greater than, negative 5 is less than, negative 8 is less than, and that's what I saw as I walked around this classroom. Good job, ladies and gentlemen. No tricks here, huh? Well, now, if we know that, we should be able to put these in order from least to greatest, and you don't even have to do an underline, but you could use that tool if you wanted to. So put these in order from least to greatest. Monique, I need you to do it too, babe. Everybody's going from least to greatest. Check your table. Table check. You have table check this time. You get to check this group of 4 kiddos. Okay? All right, as I walked around the room, somebody tell me what this order should be. Because as I walked around, we have kiddos that got this, and I love it. Jaden, talk to me.
Negative 4, negative 2, negative 1, and then 0, 3.
Sweet. And if that's the order you have, you guys are rock stars. Okay. We're going to see, we're just going to take it a little bit further. A number is greater than negative 8 and less than 0. So it's greater than negative 8 but less than 0. What is the greatest possible integer value of this number? Is it A, B, C, or Are you doing it, Monique? Get it done. Chloe, your hand was the first hand I saw up. Chloe says it's C. Do you agree with her?
Yes.
Yes, and so do I. And if there was a doubt, could I have done this and said, well, there's 0, and there's -8, and could I have put them on the number line? Sure, I could have. I didn't even have to do the 2, because I know 2's bigger than 0.
But what about negative?
And I don't have to do anything with the -10, because I know it's less than -8, right? So that leaves me with -7 and -1, and which one of these is greater? -1. Good job. What is the least possible integer value of the number? So what's the lowest number that would make that a true statement? Talon? -7. Good job. Everybody sees that? Moving right along. Now here's where we might actually use some of this. Diagram shows the coldest recorded temperatures for several cities in Virginia. Which city has the coldest recorded temperature? Which city? You guys take a look. Which city is it the coldest? Braden, which city is the coldest? Richmond, good. Richmond is the coldest at -12 degrees Fahrenheit. Didn't ask me that, but I'm just gonna make the note. Has a negative Fahrenheit temperature ever been recorded on Wallops Island? Look at your map. Has a negative temperature ever been recorded at Wallops Island, and you gotta be able to defend it?
You should be on this page
Wallops Island.
and answering those questions.
We're doing a little bit of social studies here. Ben?
No, because as it says above, it says the diagram shows the coldest record temperatures of several cities in Virginia. And coldest record involves in 0, but 0 is neither negative nor
Good.
positive, so it can't be it's just never been negative.
And 0 is not positive or negative. Good job. 0 is not positive or negative. Therefore, there has never been a negative temperature, negative temperature for Wallops Island. Well, what about what would happen if Norfolk recorded a new record low last night? The new record low is greater than the record low in Lynchburg. What integers can represent the new record in Norfolk? Okay, so we got to look at what we know here. What is, let's see, we said Lynchburg. What's Lynchburg's low? So I'm looking at a -10, and Norfolk's originally is -3, right? Okay, I'm going to just make a note of that just so I can. Okay, now it's, what integers can represent the new record if the new record is greater than Lynchburg? So what are the integers that could be listed? So what am I actually looking for? If this was the original, I'm looking for the numbers in between -10 and -3. What numbers are in between -10 and -3? What are the ones in between? Kaylee?
-4, -5, -6,
-9. Okay? Again, if you weren't certain, could we have done a number line and seen what was in between? Sure. Okay, that's always a possibility. A number line is a really good tool when you're starting out. Okay? Order the integers from least to greatest. Do number 4, least to greatest. job, Roper. Cole, tell me the order for number 4.
Negative 3, negative 2, negative 1.
Is this what you told me? Negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 1, and 3. Nice job. Josie, what's number 5?
Negative 8, negative 7, 1, 4, and 6.
Way to go. You guys are rocking this order stuff. Okay? So which is larger, negative 8 or 6? Which is larger, Talon? 6. Good. Guess what? There's your assignment.